These people who are thus full of God's Spirit are described as possessing, firstly, continual guidance. The Lord shall guide thee continually. There come to them, as to other men, dilemmas in providence. Walking along the road of life, you may suddenly reach a turning. Two roads meet. Which is the way? Is it to the right hand or to the left? Possibly both may appear to be equally right. You ask friends or neighbours. They will readily enough mislead you with the best intentions. You consult your own heart, and if you follow its counsels, you will discover yourself to be a fool. But if your heart be true, and God's grace be flourishing in your soul, you will not be long led in the dilemma. You will take the case before God. You will say, as David did, "Bring hither the ephod," and your Urim and your Thummim shall be with the Holy One. And you shall hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way, walk ye in it." It may be providence will block up one of the two roads and point to another, or else your judgment being further enlightened, you shall see that the one is right and the other wrong. Or, peradventure, some stress shall be put upon your soul, so that though you hardly know why, you will feel that you must choose the right and leave the wrong. There are no dilemmas out of which you shall not be delivered if you live near to God, and your heart be kept warm with holy love. He goes not amiss who goes in the company of God. Like Enoch, do you walk with God, and you cannot mistake your road. The path of doctrine also is sometimes difficult. He who understands divine truth will, I am sure, be led to confess that he does not know everything. It is only the man who knows nothing about truth that thinks he can twist the doctrines round his finger, and in a moment tell what is orthodox and what is heterodox. The true disciple of Jesus Christ often approaches a statement of the revealed word with awe and reverence, desiring to ascertain what is the mind of God about it. A truth often so nearly verges upon an error that the path is as narrow as a razor's edge, and only the Spirit of God can lead a man there. There is a path which the eagle's eye hath not seen. The penetration of intellect cannot discover it. The lion's whelp has not trodden it. All the force of a man's mind has not been able to lead him into it. But if we wait upon God, he will show us the way. As when a child on a slate draws zigzag lines everywhere, but straight lines nowhere, so has it seemed with our life, as if we were farther back now than when we started. Our path has been like that of Israel in the wilderness, when the Lord led them about, but yet it is added that he guided them and instructed them. Brethren, if we are enabled by grace to seek close and vital union with Christ, and to live upon him daily and continually, we may rest assured that whether our experience be gloomy or delightful, and whether our inward conflicts or joys be paramount, he will still be at the helm and will guide us continually. As I turned over this sentence, I could not help feeling that it was like a wafer made of honey. It is all honey. The Lord shall guide thee. Not an angel, but Jehovah shall guide thee. He said he would not go through the wilderness before his people. An angel should go before them to lead them in the way. But Moses said, "If thy presence go not with us, carry us not up hence." Christian, God has not left you in your earthly pilgrimage to an angel's guidance. He himself will lead the van. You may not see the cloudy, fiery pillar, but Jehovah shall never forsake you. Jehovah shall guide you continually. Notice the word shall. The Lord shall guide thee. How certain this makes it. How sure it is that God will not forsake us. His precious shalls and wills are better than men's oaths. I will never leave nor forsake thee. In one place he puts in 5 negatives. I will not leave thee. I will never, never, never forsake thee. That soul that on Jesus hath leaned for repose, I will not desert to its foes. That soul, though all hell should endeavour to shake, I'll never, no never, no never forsake. Then observe that adverb, continually. We are not to be guided only sometimes, but we are to have a perpetual monitor, not occasionally to be left to our own understanding and so to wander, but we are continually to hear the guiding voice of the great shepherd, and as we follow close at his heels, we shall not err, but be led by a right way to a city to dwell in. You have been perhaps in a maze, and you know how difficult it is to find your way to the centre. But sometimes there is one perched aloft who sees the whole of the maze spread out before him like a map, and he calls out to you to turn either to the right or to the left, and if you attend to his directions, you soon find the way. Even so, the maze of life is only a maze to us, but God can see it all. He who ruleth over all looks down upon it as men look down upon a map. And if we will but look to him, and if our communion be constantly kept up, we shall never err, but we shall come to the goal of our hopes right speedily by following his voice,